Chinese-made smart cars that can spy on Americans. President Biden flagging the issue Thursday, saying he would launch an investigation. In a statement, Biden said China is determined to dominate the future of the auto market, including through unfair practices. He noted China could flood the U.S. market with its vehicles, posing risks to our national security, and that he wouldn't let that happen on his watch. There are two main concerns. One, that the smart technology on the cars could collect sensitive data on Americans. And two, that bad actors in China could control the cars remotely, effectively disabling certain functions while cars are on the road. Biden administration officials laid out the risks. Most cars today are like smartphones on wheels. They're connected to the internet, to our phones, to other cars, and to the companies that made them. They collect huge amounts of data on the drivers while being driven, including personal and biometric information. They also collect sensitive information on American roads and critical infrastructure. The problem with Chinese-made high-tech cars is that they could send that data back to China. Another headache is that these cars could be controlled remotely. Commerce Secretary Gina touched on the issue, saying, quote, "Imagine there are hundreds of thousands of Chinese-connected vehicles on American roads that could be immediately disabled by somebody in Beijing." She said it's scary to contemplate the cyber risks. Worth noting, Beijing seems to have flipped the same script on American-made cars. In China, cars installed with foreign software are not allowed on the road. Tesla cars have also been banned from entering Chinese state compounds. Right now, American auto industry is protected from an overflow of cheap Chinese EVs by high tariffs, 25%, imposed during the Trump administration. But the threat seems here to stay. Chinese automakers are looking to evade tariffs by setting up plants in Mexico. Products entering the U.S. from the southern border enjoy much lower tariffs. And a U.S. trade group is sounding the alarm about that loophole, saying it poses an extinction-level threat to the U.S. auto sector. Chinese cars are backed by subsidies from the Chinese regime, allowing them to sell at very low prices and making it very hard for Western companies to compete. Tesla founder Elon Musk voiced similar concerns. Chinese automaker BYD recently beat Tesla in its global sales. Musk warned if Washington doesn't establish trade barriers, Chinese automakers will demolish most other car companies in the world.